Medicare Part B coverage. Okay, we're gonna go over how it's covered by Medicare Part B first. Okay, I think you're gonna use Medicare Part B a lot more than you use Medicare Part A. In 2025, Medicare Part B has an annual deductible of $257. After that deductible, Medicare is going to cover 80% of your cost. You're going to be responsible for 20% of those. Now, Medicare Part B will cover some preventative services as well as lab work at 100%. But I do want to bring up here that if you're just using Part B by itself with original Medicare, there is no cap on your out-of-pocket expenses, okay? So if you have a $100,000 bill, you're gonna be responsible for $20,000 of that, or 20%. Now, you can get plans that will pick up this 20%, whether a Medicare Supplement or a Medicare Advantage plan. These are all the things that we can go over in our one-on-one consultation when you set that up with my team. Now, just like with your insurance you have at work or an individual plan, Medicare Part B has an approved amount. When you use your insurance now for a procedure and there's a big bill, $5,000 bill, but the insurance company pays $1,000 on it, Medicare does the exact same thing. It's called the Medicare approved amount. Okay, we're gonna use this knee surgery example again here. Let's say your doctor submits the bill to Medicare for $30,000. Medicare says, no, we only approve $20,000 of it. Now, you're only ever responsible for what Medicare allows. That difference, that $10,000 difference, just disappears. Now, Medicare is going to pay on the approved amount. So they would cover 80% of this $20,000 expense, or $16,000. Now, your responsibility in that situation would be 20%, or $4,000. Now, Medicare Part B also has another caveat. It's called Part B excess. That's if our doctor or hospital chooses not to accept Medicare assignment. By law, that provider can charge 15% above Medicare's approved amount. You would be responsible for 100% of this amount. In this example here of that $20,000 claim, they could charge you 15% above that, or another $3,000. Now, there are supplemental plans that would pick up that extra charge, okay? That Part B excess charge. When you set up a one-on-one with my team, we can go over all those with you. Plus, we're gonna review that during the Medicare Supplement portion of the webinar, which is coming up here in a minute. Now, Medicare Part A, your hospitalization coverage, your skilled nursing facility coverage, your at-home care coverage. Unlike Medicare Part B, which has an annual deductible, Medicare Part B has a deductible for every 60 days of hospitalization. Okay, that deductible can be met up to 5 times in 1 year. Medicare Part A has a deductible. That deductible, your first day in the hospital, would be $1,676. Now, Part A works in a 60-day cycle or benefit period. At the beginning of each cycle is that deductible. If you go 60 days without a hospitalization, you would have to pay that deductible again. Okay, I have some other examples over here that help explain it a little bit easier. So we have that first example where you're in the hospital for 5 days, okay? Now, let's say we take that same example. You're in for those 5 days. You go back into the hospital on day 66. Okay, you went 60 days without a hospitalization, so you'd have to pay that $1,676 deductible again. Now, let's say you were in for those 5 days, you were discharged, but you went back into the hospital on day 59, and you were hospitalized to day 70. Okay, day 59 and 60 would have been covered under your original deductible, so you wouldn't have any cost. Okay, but days 61 through 70, you would have to pay the copay of $419 per day. Now, from this 70th day, you would now need to go 60 days without a hospitalization in order to restart everything. If you didn't go 60 days, you could fall into your lifetime reserve days. Those are days 91 through 150, where you would have to pay $838 per day, okay? Once you use one of your lifetime reserve days, they're gone and you never get them back. Now, I make a big deal about these numbers, but I want everyone to not worry about them. If you get a Medicare Supplement plan or a Medicare Advantage plan, you are not going to incur any of these numbers. I just want everyone to be aware of what would happen if you just kept original Medicare by itself with no additional coverage. So Medicare Part A, $1,676 deductible that can be met up to 5 times in 1 year, every 60-day benefit period. Okay, now Medicare Part A also covers skilled nursing. Medicare defines skilled nursing as if you were hospitalized for at least 3 days. Within 30 days of your release, you're sent to a skilled nursing facility, a rehab facility. Let's say we use that knee surgery example and you had both knees replaced. Okay, you didn't need to still be in the hospital, but you needed someone to help you walk around, maybe help you in the shower, help you eat, do all of those things. All of those situations, those treatments will be done in a skilled nursing facility. Now, Medicare is going to cover the first 20 days in a skilled nursing facility 100%. Your responsibility for days 21 through 100 would be $209.50 per day. Now, a lot of people ask, why would I go to a skilled nursing facility when I can just do this at home? Okay, the extent of Medicare's at-home recovery benefits are very limited in the home. Okay, if you need the assistance from a nurse to help you get up, walk around, clean, all of those things, those are all going to be provided in a skilled nursing facility. Okay, so it is a cost that you could incur, and it's a cost that I find a lot of people on Medicare don't look to when they're planning for the future. Okay, there are very nice skilled nursing facilities, there are very not nice skilled nursing facilities. So just be very careful with that. Medicare will also cover hospice care. It will cover at-home recovery. The at-home recovery is limited to PT or wounds care. So again, a lot of that information, a lot of those services that you would need would be done in the skilled nursing facility. There could be a huge cost. Supplemental plans and Advantage plans will pick up that cost for you on very different levels, so it's something you really need to look into.